Hello, my name is Lawrence. I'm here today to walk you through the antiquing process for hardware. These are the items you are going to need: a brass wheel, plastic wheel, Scotch-Brite pad, and this is the antiquing solution. It's made by Birchwood KC, and you are going to need the antique black, and it is code number M220. Okay, remove your hinge from the hot water, goes into a Tupperware bin, and immediately pour a rather lukewarm mix of that antiquing solution, 10 parts warm water to 1 part solution, and you keep it in motion, and you're going to see the results start to happen rather readily. Of course, the longer you leave your hardware item in the solution, the darker it's going to get. So I'm going to leave it in till it gets overall sort of a bluish, if you will, dark color. Once the color is achieved, pull it out of the solution and right into the hot water. That's plenty. And you need to dry it off rather immediately with a clean terry cloth. This is the brass wheel discussed earlier. It goes on the spindle, and you take your previously antiqued and dried hinge and run it over your brass wheel gently, both sides. Removes the oxidization and brings out the color, because if you don't do this, it does not look good at all, believe me. If you do not have a buffing station, you can use your brass wheel. It has to be your brass wheel. And you can actually do what I just did, but you can do it by hand. You're just going to have to go one direction, back and forth on your hinge, flip it over, of course, and that should get a very similar result. Okay, this knob has been stripped of lacquer, and you're going to need your Scotch-Brite pad. Once again, it's going on the buffing station, and I'm going to scrub it down with the Scotch-Brite pad. You're going to get it to a brushed finish, it's called, and get all the surface of the knob thoroughly. I just finished brushing this, and whether it's a hinge, a knob, a pull, a handle, you're going to want your item to look like this. And now we're going to cover it in antiquing solution. I use a microwave, by the way, to get the solution like a lukewarm. Microwave works great. And please obviously use a plastic container of some kind. Never use metal for any of this process. This is going to need to sit in this solution for quite a while, because we're trying to get it to a real, almost similar to a color of this glove I'm wearing. You may have to have this in the solution for as long as 10 minutes sometimes, because you're going to want it to appear to be like a charcoal gray. There's a certain stage where it's not going to ever get any darker, and that's what we're looking for. All right, this knob's as dark as it's going to get. I'm taking it out of the solution, and I'm going to rinse it in hot water. And this is typically referred to as a dark US 10B, which is sort of a slate gray, if you will, color. And you can see there's significant difference between those English antique and the US 10B dark. You can arrive at another finish called oil rub bronze by taking the dark US 10B finish, using a plastic wheel at the buffing station, and you're going to use a little dab of this dark brown bry wax. You're going to just take a small dab, touch it on the wheel, and now we're going to run the knob over the, this is the plastic wheel. It's going to remove the oxidization that's made all that dark slate gray, if you will, which is the dark US 10B. And the plastic wheel and the wax is going to give you this really nice oil rub bronze finish. And it doesn't take much time, as you can see. And you can hit it with a little soft cloth You're gonna get this really nice, kind of chocolatey brown, oil rub bronze finish with highlights.